My name is Steve Herrmann, and I'm here with Miles Prescott. Miles and I are members of the Pembroke Historical Commission, and we came up with an idea for preserving architectural details of historic homes in Pembroke, and possibly and transplanting those architectural details into homes of Pembroke residents that want to preserve some of the history of the town. So we came up with this idea after visiting a home that was going to be demolished on Cross Street in Pembroke, which is up near the Lowe's in Pembroke. And the house was being destroyed to make room for a memory hospital in town. And the owner of the property graciously allowed us to cull out some of the interesting parts of the home that we thought we could preserve and find Pembroke residents that would want to incorporate it into their homes.
And so the house on Cross Street was dated from 1724, and Steve, when we got all the items, Steve kept them in the barn, and we have found our first transplants in Pembroke from the Thomas Loring house in 1702. Was able to use some cabinets for their place that they're going to install. Steve's working on another a door that he's enlarging for an 18th century house on Forest Avenue, and we have a website which has all the items photographed, some of the ones of where they're going, and some that are available for people.
So here's some of the ideas for people. We have we took 2 fireplace surrounds from the home. We think they're period pieces, and one of them it's possible that one of them will go into the John Turner house, which is on Washington Street at the intersection of Route 14 and 53 in Pembroke. And this is a house that's was the original owner of the house. John Turner was the author, with the other selectmen in town, of the Pembroke Resolves, which was the 1772 protest against British rule in the colonies. So we're hoping this piece will go into that home, which is being restored by the town of Pembroke for use as a museum or a centerpiece for the town.
And I should caveat that that property goes back to the 1640s in Pembroke, one of the earlier areas that was that some of the settlers came in. There was a lot of good fish. The herring were here. Some of the mills were started in like the 1690s. The current house that's there is more like a Federalist house, you know, like 1800s. But the ancestors were on that property, and there are remains property in the back of that house where we're actually going to do an archaeological dig coming up in the spring. So that could go back to the early 1700s.
Right. University of Massachusetts at Boston, a woman named Dr. Christina Baranek of UMass in the archaeology department there is going to come and do a dig with her students in the spring on that property. So we'll find out whether there are, you know, outbuildings and you know, archaeological items that we haven't really discovered yet.